Welcome students to Nurse 499, your nursing capstone course. My name is Dr. Linda Veltri. I'm an associate professor of nursing here at Northwest Christian University and the director of the RN to BSN program, and I'm also your faculty for this course. I hope you've had a few minutes to review the course syllabus and to take a look at the items posted on Beacon Learning. Please take some time this week to post to the introduction forum so that we can get to know a little bit about you. We're going to be on a journey together for the next 16 weeks, and it's always nice to know who's walking along beside you. Thank you for taking time to do that. You will also note that your first assignment is to schedule a phone call with me, and I would appreciate it if you would email me so that we can set up a time for us to meet. I would like to talk with you about your proposed project, the organization or agency where you're anticipating to work, and the person that you've chosen for your project liaison. I think you'll find these phone calls very helpful for you to be very focused and directed in figuring out what your project is going to be. Often I find that students have big projects. Sometimes they're too big for the time allotted, and I can help you whittle those down to the most pertinent and what needs to be done, and to really help solidify your project from the get-go so that you don't waste time chasing down rabbit holes and areas where you don't need to go. So I would appreciate an email so that we can set up a time to talk. You will also notice that one of your first assignments is a paper where you're going to detail the population that you want to work with, your project information about your project liaison, and the project that you're going to do. So that's your population, project liaison, and project paper. So take some time to look at that. That's your way of communicating to me what it is that you're going to be doing, to provide the contact information to me for your project liaisons, because I will be following up with them throughout the course of the next 16 weeks. So take a look at that assignment as that's coming up due here pretty soon. You'll also notice another assignment that you have is the project agreement form. This is an important paperwork form that we have here at NCU. For you to detail who you're going to be working with, where you're going to be working, exactly what your project is, what you hope to accomplish, and to have signatures of your project liaison, and also for you to sign it so that we all know that we're in agreement about what your project is going to be. And please be sure that those forms are signed before you upload them to Beacon Learning. It's important that we have those signatures, and if you need a little bit more time to obtain the signature, just let me know and we can certainly adjust the due date. One thing I think you'll find in this course is that we're going to be very flexible because projects are variable, schedules are variable. I know some of you are in a couple of other different courses besides this one. So the name of the game is going to be to communicate with me when my timelines don't meet your needs, and we'll work it out so that you are successful and have some type of quality of life as you finish this last course of your program. Let's see. I would ask that you would print a hard copy or email a copy of the student roles, project roles and responsibility, and the faculty roles and responsibilities, and to ensure that your project liaison gets a copy of all three of these documents. It's important that they know what it is you're going to do and what your responsibilities are, what mine are as the course faculty, and of course what their role is in guiding and directing your project. So I would ask that you would either ensure a hard copy or an emailed copy of those three documents to your project liaison within the next couple of weeks. And I thank you for taking care of that. We have a Big Blue Button discussion coming up this week, and I encourage you, that time and date is posted on Beacon Learning. There it is right there. So if you would make arrangements in your schedule to join me, if you can, if it's possible, I'll be here logged on, ready to go, and I'm happy to answer any questions, to discuss anything that comes up, anything about the course that you need more clarification about. And also, in the meantime, I'm available by phone or email at any time you need some assistance. So please don't hesitate to call. Let me see, there was one other thing I think I wanted to talk with you about. Oh, the memorandums of understanding. So in these first few weeks of the course, we're working really hard to get those memorandums of understanding in place with the agency in which you're going to work. That's why it's so important that I know where your project is going to be conducted, who your project liaison is, because I need to get that paperwork in place. Some of you, I know I've emailed a couple of forms for you to take care of and to send on if you're at Peace Health, and I hope that you've taken care of that. If not, please do so immediately. And for others of you, we'll talk about your memorandum of understanding when we have our phone call, and I will keep you apprised of the progress of those. Please know that you can work on any paperwork assignments, getting your agreements in place, those kinds of things, but you can't actually do any implementation of your project, like if you're going to design a teaching project to diabetic women. You can't go into the agency and actually physically do that teaching project until the affiliation agreement or memorandum of understanding is signed. So just a little bit of paperwork, legal things to keep everything on the up and up here. That is required in this course that's a little bit different than some of your other courses. So we'll discuss that more. I'll be in touch. The memorandums of understanding, etc., are handled through the Office of Career Development, and I work very closely with the director of that department to get things rocking and rolling so that your projects are not held up. So that's what that piece is all about. Okay. I don't have anything else that I can think of, except I do want to say that this course is going to be run in 2-week blocks of time. So I'll be back with you again in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk in the meantime. Have a good week, and thank you.